Hey guys, welcome to BIM Easy. Do you find the coordinate system of Revit quite confusing? Do you find it hard to differentiate between the project base point and survey point? Well, not anymore. In this video, I will show you the basics of the Revit's coordinate system, how it behaves, how it works, and how you can leverage it to set up your site on Revit. So without wasting much time, let's get started. Point number one, how to make the survey point and project base point visible. So when you open a blank Revit project, on the default site plan, you should be able to see them. If by any chance you are not able to see them, you just go to visibility graphics and in the model categories, you search for site. So in the site, you can see you have project base point and you have survey point. You just need to turn these on. I'm also activating the internal origin for your understanding. So this is the internal origin and the triangular one is the survey point and the circular one is the project base point. For your information, the internal origin is fixed in its place and it can never be moved in Revit. Point number two, the 000 or the origin of Revit. So this is the 000 of Revit. How to check it? Just drag your mouse like this and in the properties you can see all the values, that is the northing, southing, easting, westing value and the elevation value are 0. Point number 3, using the Revit spot coordinates. I'll just place a random column over here, a rectangular column. I am just zooming it a bit. I have placed a column over here. Now I want to know the coordinate of this particular point. What I will do, I will go to annotate, then spot coordinate, then select this particular point like this. So you can see the value of this particular point in northing and easting is this. So now where is it taking the reference from? I will click on it and go to edit type. So you can see the coordinate base is survey point. So my spot coordinate can take reference either from the survey point or the internal origin or the project base point. Okay. Point number 4, setting up the coordinates as per the real world. So this is a very simple step. You just need to go to manage and then you need to click on specify coordinates at point. Suppose I know the coordinates of this particular point. Let us assume the coordinates to be 100 northing and 100 easting. Let us not focus on the elevation and angle to true north as of now. I'll click on OK. So what just happened? The coordinate that I specified here is now 100 and you can see the survey point has moved from its original location which was here. So what just happened? The survey point moved to the 000 location of the real world, and since my spot coordinates are taking reference from the survey point, it is now showing as 100 over here. As I said, the internal origin of Revit will never move, so it will stay here forever. Now what about the project base point? So in Revit, the project base point itself takes reference from the survey point. So if I click on the project base point, you can see its value over here or over here. It is in minus, right? So it is taking reference from the survey point. Now let me simply move the project base point. I'll click on move, take it and let us place it here. So now you can see the coordinates of the project base point are 100. So what do we understand from this? Suppose you have multiple models with multiple buildings. So for all those models, the location of the survey point will be constant, but the location of the project base point can vary from building to building. Point number 5, moving the survey point of Revit. Guys, believe me, this is the most trickiest part of Revit's coordinate system. Let me show you by doing it. I'll just zoom into the survey point. I'll select the survey point and you can see there is a clip over here. We will keep it as it is and now we will move our survey point by, let us say, 20 units like this. So you can see it is showing 000 as of now, but the northing value has changed, north 120. What this means? This position of my survey point is now the 000 position of the site. Now let us try the other way around. I'll just undo this one step Now I'll select the survey point, change the clip state like this. A red line appears here as you can see. Now I will move it by 20 units. So what happened? Now my survey point has moved by 20 units from its original position from the 000, and the northing and easting values remain as it is. So this is where the confusion starts. So you need to remember, whenever you have specified your survey point, before moving it, always change the clip state and then move, so that your coordinate system does not get disturbed. Now let me show you one more thing. Again, if I change its clip state like this and move it by another 20 units, what happens? Now Revit will take my second position of the survey point as 000, and it will move the survey point by 20 units here, and my northing value will now show 120. So I hope this is clear to you. I'll undo this to the step from where we moved the survey point. Okay, a pro tip here: as soon as you specify the coordinates and you know that this is the 000 of your site, just select the survey point and change its clip state like this. Do not pin it as of now, or else Revit will not allow you to rotate the true north. Point number 6, rotating the true north. So how to rotate the true north? Go to manage, and here you can see you have rotate true north option. But before doing this, make sure that in your orientation you have set it to true north. Now again I'll go to rotate true north, and you can see I have three options of rotating the true north. Let me show you each option once. Okay, so first is angle from project to true north. If I make it 10 degree and hit enter, you can see my angle has changed, and so are the coordinates of the corner of my column. Ideally, we do not want this situation. Let me undo this step once. Now let's try the second option. Again, I'll go to rotate true north, and this is counterclockwise rotation angle. I'll set it to 10 degree and hit enter. Again, the same result, my coordinates are disturbed. So ideally, we do not use this. Okay, again I'll undo it. Now let's try the third option. So the third option will work like this. I click on rotate true north, and I have to set the center of rotation. So I'll click on place, and let us say this is the center of my rotation. I will select it. I will click here, and now I will specify 10 degrees. Okay, and now I'll move it. So you can see the center of rotation is this, and now my coordinates are not really disturbed. So remember, while rotating the true north, always use the place option instead of the other two options. Point number 7, rotating the project north. So the project north is influenced by the project base point. This is the option which I use most often. So how to decide whether you want to rotate the true north or the project north? So there is not a straightforward answer to it. It is very case specific, whether you want to rotate the true north or the project north. Now I'll show you how to rotate the project north. In the manage, you can see here the rotate project north option is disabled, because in my orientation it is set to true north. Now I will make it project north, and now we will go to rotate project north here. Here you can see you have the option to rotate it by 90 degree clockwise, 90 degree counterclockwise, 180 degree, and there is another option over here. I will show you this option also. First let us see these options. So 90 degree clockwise, if I do this, what happens? This becomes the center of rotation of my site, and now my whole site has rotated like this, and the coordinates are also consistent. Now let me show you one more thing. I'll just undo this step. Now what I will do, I will just select my project base point and move it to the corner of my building, or let us say corner of my column. Okay, now we will go to manage, rotate project north. I'll bring it here so you can see, and now I will make it 90 degree clockwise. So you can see this is the center of rotation, and my site has rotated with this reference. Okay, now let us say you wanted to rotate your site by only 10 degree. How will you do it? I will just create a detail line over here like this at 10 degree. Okay, hit escape. Again I'll go to manage, rotate project north, and now I will select this option, align selected line or plane. I will select this and then I will select my this line. So you can see this has rotated my project north by 10 degree. I'll click on OK. You can also see the coordinates are as it is, which we want, right? Now to check it, I'll just change the orientation to true north like this. So it is like this, and I'll again change it to project north, which is like this. So in my day-to-day activities, I always play with the project north instead of the true north because I find it relatively easy to understand. Now it's up to you whether you want to use the true north or the project north. Point number 8, pinning the survey point and project base point. Once you are assured that whatever settings you have done are correct and the project is ready to be started, you just select your survey point and your project base point and pin them from over here. Okay, so this will secure their location and will not allow any accidental shifting of these important points. Also remember the settings that we have done, that is the angle to true north or the project north, it affects the whole project and not the only view. Okay, so if I go to level 0 also, you can see this is also affected. So guys, I hope this video was helpful for you to understand the Revit's weird coordinate system. If you liked the video, please subscribe to my channel or leave a comment if you have any suggestion. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.